Hi guys, I'm in Havelock. I have finally reached here and it is so serene, so blue and green. My mood is instantly lifted. So I'm here from my wedding anniversary like I've already told you guys. So this place is fabulous. I'll show you the hotel. I'll give you every details of the hotel, but for now I just wanted to say hi and that we have reached here and it's mesmerizing. So I'm going to stay here in Havelock for 6 days. Basically my husband and I are attempting to do a scuba diving certification, the basic one, which is the open water scuba certified. So it takes you around 3 to 4 days to complete the certification, and once you are certified you will be able to scuba dive, as in go underwater up to 18 to 20 meters. So that has been on our bucket list for the longest time, and we thought that what is the best time than like anniversary to fulfill a collective dream. So we are here in Havelock and our plan is very simple. We are not really traveling to any other islands or we are going to Port Blair or any other place. We are going to be settled here, nestled amidst the greenery, nature and beautiful beach, and we're going to complete our scuba diving certification. Now something about this is that it's not so simple, because I am super scared of deep waters. Like, I love to admire the ocean. I really want to go underwater and admire the ocean underwater, but at the same time I am petrified of water. I don't know if you can understand, like it's a dual personality and fighting against each other and one of them needs to win, and this time it better be the one which is the brave one. So yeah, so let's keep our fingers crossed. And today we are not doing much. We just reached a little while back. I thought we'll put on this beautiful dress, take some photos, and we're going to relax at the hotel because as you can see my travel has been crazy. We woke up at 3 a.m. We took a cab. In Bangalore it takes us around 1.5 hours to reach the airport. It was a red-eye flight, so we reached at around 4:30 a.m. to catch a 6:30 a.m. flight, and we reached here by 9. It's a very basic place to have dosa, and then we came to the jetty point, and there is again a waiting period of 1 hour, and you have to reach 1 hour before the jetty, and we boarded the jetty, and then it took us like 1.5 hours to reach Havelock Islands. And so once I saw this view, it felt like, oh my god, it's so worth it. But while we were traveling, it was not so easy. We were feeling really tired, and right now that's all I feel. All you see on my face is tiredness and excitement, because from tomorrow we are starting our open water scuba certification, and I'm going to vlog everything. So if you have not followed me yet, you should definitely give me a follow and continue watching this video, and you will learn how a scary cat and a person who's super petrified of water can get scuba certified, or can she not. So let's totally go into this journey together. Thank you for joining in. Let's go.
Already feeling better. Can't wait to get in. Actually, for protocol, let's go touch the water and come back.
হেঁচে দিয়েছি আমরা 3টে হোয়াইট আরে
The next day.
Good morning guys, today is day 1 of our PADI open water scuba certification. So we came here sharp at 7 and now we are all preparing for the briefing. And this is the institute. We are at Scuba in Havelock Islands, and we are getting prepared for briefing, and then we'll be going and starting the day 1 of scuba diving. So day 1 of scuba diving entails for us to complete our swim test. So we have to swim 300 meters in a snorkel and fins in the quieter part of the ocean, or we have to do freestyle normal swim without any help from any gears for 200 meters, and then we have to float for 10 minutes. So that's the primary thing, and we have to complete it, else we cannot progress with our certification further. So wish me and my husband luck. Let me tell you a bit about the course. The PADI Open Water Diver course is structured into 3 main phases that balances dive theory with practical and in-water experience. This foundational course typically spans 3 to 4 days and certifies you to dive independently with a buddy down to a maximum depth of 18 meters or 60 feet. The first phase is knowledge development, which starts ideally before your trip. The idea is to learn the theoretical basics of diving with emphasis on safety procedures. We learned how water pressure affects our body, how to choose the right gear, and how to plan dives safely. Once you book the course, our dive institute, Scuba Love, shared the PADI Open Water Diver course e-learning materials at the earliest to help us complete the theory sections at our pace and convenience prior to arrival at the dive center. This is highly recommended to allow more time for in-water training. Each module concludes with a short quiz. The phase wraps up with a 50-question final exam requiring a 75% score to pass, which we took at the airport. In my opinion, you would need 20 to 30 hours to complete this online training. The next phase is confined water training. Commonly referred to as the pool sessions, this phase consists of the next training segments conducted in a swimming pool or calmer, shallower part of the ocean. Confined water training comprises of 3 things. For us, on the first day of our training, we started with the gear assembly. We learned how to physically set up, test and break down our scuba unit like you see us doing here, assembling and disassembling our BCD, regulator and tank. This was followed by the water safety assessment. You must complete a basic swimming proficiency check, which requires floating or treading water for 10 minutes and completing a continuous 200-meter swim without gear, or 300 meters using a mask, snorkel and fins. I chose the latter one as I'm not a very confident swimmer in the open seas, but with the snorkel and the fins, I was unstoppable. So, if swimming in the open water scares you, you can opt for the snorkel. This concludes our first day of training. This beach, there is incredible low tide. So you can see it's so mucky out there. And the ocean is really, really far away. Look.
A few moments later.
Hi guys, let me give you a room tour. This is room 220. Let's go in. That's the washroom. I'll show you in a bit. This is the storage. They have a locker, an extra pillow, some snacks which are charged. That's me. I am exhausted and happy AF because I was able to swim 300 meters. I'll not stop talking about it. So we had our first day of scuba and we had a lot of fun but exhausted. So okay, this is the room. Bed. I really like the lights on the wall. It has a very beautiful wooden finish. It gives you a rustic feel, yet modern. So this is how the room looks. Now let me show you the balcony. So they have a dry hanger, and this is very useful because when you go for a swim or when you go to the beach, you are definitely going to need to dry your stuff, so that's useful. Now this is the next part of the balcony. This is the chair where we're going to chill, have our tea and gin and just relax. Now let me show you the view, guys. This is the first view. This is the pool, and you can see the other rooms as well. It's just so soothing and calming. I just feel like jumping in the pool, but that's not all. I'm going to show you the rest of the view. So this is the rest of the view. Take it all in, guys. Like coconut trees by the pool, and there a little wide away you can see the ocean. So we have taken the partial ocean view room, and it's just so beautiful and airy, and you just feel so relaxed just by sitting here. We were really happy with Coral Reef Resort when it came to the room quality as well as the staff. They were really nice and kind. But the food here was absolutely abysmal. As you can see here, there's a plethora of options for breakfast, but all we could genuinely eat were bread and sausages and coffee and perhaps an omelette. The same thing applied to the lunch menu as well as the dinner menu. We did not like anything in this hotel, and we were really disappointed. Moving on, look at the little baby crab. And of course, if you need to book scooty, you can just go to this place which is opposite the hotel and you can book your scooty. Just to commemorate our success with our first day in our diving course, we decided to go from Govinagar beach to Radhanagar beach and look at this road. Oh my god, this road and this ride can absolutely heal your years of depression.
This is the bar at Radhanagar Havelock. It's beautiful in the middle of a forest. It's absolutely quiet, pristine beauty. And in front of me I have unimaginable beauty. Finally, the sound which always draws us close to the ocean, the waves breaking.
If you absolutely need any kind of grocery like mixers for your drinks, hair ties or Boroline, you need to come to this market, and this is the entire market area where you can get a local hospital as well as medicines. So this place is very helpful.
The next day.
Hi guys, today is our day 2 of our diving certification. It's 5:15 a.m. and it's also our wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary! We're spending it doing what we love to do, which is definitely not waking up in the morning, but definitely go for a dive trip. So we're looking forward to it. I'm taking you guys along with us. Let's go!
Right, some hygiene. Alright, we're getting good to go. So see you in a bit. So this is the way to our dive shop. Just look at the beautiful flowers and colorful trees everywhere. It's a beautiful morning. First time I came in the darkness, I thought this was a person.
Hi guys, it is day 2 of our training, like I mentioned a little while back, right? So today we are going for our confined sessions 1 and 2. So that's what was planned previously, but then your girl fell sick. So yesterday I missed training because I was suffering with sinusitis and sore throat. Suddenly out of nowhere I got this, so I had to speak to my family doctor, and thankfully he recommended some medication that worked wonders in one day, and I'm feeling much better. So we are back for our confined sessions and our open water scuba training. So today we are going for the sessions. We just had a verbal sessions of what to expect, and then we got dressed up in this wetsuit, and we matched our fins and our BCDs and everything, and now we're just waiting for the cab so that we can just go and get started. Our first part of confined session on day 2 started with breathing underwater and learning to adjust, that is inflate and deflate our BCD, which is also called the buoyancy control device at the surface, and clearing our regulator. Next, we did mask handling, which is partially flooding and clearing our mask underwater. I was petrified of opening my mask underwater, but as you can see, my instructor helped me calm my nerves and rise above my panic and do the training successfully. From time to time, we had to check our reading on SPG and use sign language to communicate how much air we have when prompted by our instructor. Removing my mask completely and swimming with eyes closed as the salt water burnt my eyes, and that to few meters underwater in the sea, was not in my bingo card for 2026. But hey, I did it. Not so easily as my husband did though, like removing and replacing his scuba unit so effortlessly. But it's a win for a scaredy cat like me. We also did some checks such as buoyancy and emergency procedures such as sharing air with your buddy. Hi guys, so we just got done with the first confined sessions and our first like a smaller dive to check if all our equipments are working fine, if we are able to manage everything fine. And right now we are at Radhanagar beach, and so we are going a bit bonkers today. So we are doing both our confined sessions in the same day, which is is not advisable unless your diving instructor says so. We are doing it because I missed one day yesterday and I don't want to delay it any further, and tomorrow we can go for a final dive. So today I requested if we can finish our confined dives, everything today. So what we learned is basically like how to use the regulator, what happens if your mask is full of water, and how do you fix those issues, and then you go for a smaller dive up to 10 to 12 meters depth. So we went for a 30 minutes dive, and then we came back. Now we are resting, we ate some food, and I'm under medication because of sinusitis and a bad pathetic cold. Basically, so consult a doctor if you are not well, and also your diving instructor if you can do that. So I have taken medication and I'm feeling okay, so that's why we are going ahead with the dives. So I'll show you the view of the Radhanagar beach. It's so pleasant and mesmerizing. Just wait. Vijay, so how was your experience confined dives?
Good.
First?
Just finished the first one. Waiting for the oxygen cylinders for the next one.
And how did you feel in the water? How was it underwater?
A bit nervous because we're not used to that environment, but otherwise it was good fun. I think we were more looking for each other, making sure we weren't drowning or going too far up in the surface.
And please know, today is our anniversary and we're spending it like this, underwater.
We are 10 years too late because we started this at our honeymoon.
But now we are doing it on our
this-
anniversary. Yes, finally.
So let's hopefully we get it done today, tomorrow,
Yeah.
and we end up being certified.
Our second and last dive for day 2 training was at the Jeep dive site in Radhanagar beach, which is famous for its intentionally submerged Jeep wreck and a small serene god statue located at Nemo Reef. It is a shallow, beginner-friendly shore dive known for vibrant coral gardens, clownfish, and great photography opportunities. This dive site is very shallow, typically ranging from 3 to 10 meters, making it perfect for snorkeling and newbies like us. They have various types of marine life such as clownfish, banded sea snakes, and soft coral patches. This dive site is easily reachable via a shore entry, requiring no boat ride, which cuts down on overall travel time. Although at the beginning of the day I was a bit stressed, but now I was feeling very comfortable in the water, exploring the Jeep and the cute fishes.
Finally getting there.
Yeah, finally.
The next day.
You want to go there, that tree, right? That tree, that's straight. Okay. And you're going to note the heading. You're going to point the lava line in that direction, and you're going to note the heading. What is the heading of that tree? And move in that direction.
Guys, we're going from that's the place. Well, the approach road is not that great now, and we will fact check after a couple of hours. So I'm excited, but we have to jump from a boat, and for some reason that is the biggest thing I'm scared of. And also we have to handle a compass and guide our buddy underwater. I cannot guide anyone over the water. How will I guide them underwater? Like, so yeah. I'm looking forward to the dives though, because that's the part I really enjoy. That's why I'm doing this. And you won't believe it's barely 6:30 a.m. So sunny. And yeah, let's go. Our final day of dive, guys. I can't believe I've come so far. You have seen my journey and you have witnessed my fear of deep waters, and you have also seen me slowly overcome my fear and embrace the beauty of the ocean. Now today is the day to exhibit all that we have learned and successfully implemented in our dives. Today, we have more than one instructor joining us. We have Dipesh, our dive instructor, but also other trainers joined in as we were going as deep as 18 to 20 meters for the very first time. We had also hired a professional videographer who shot breathtaking shots of our dives. Our first dive was at Lighthouse. This is one of the most popular and versatile experiences in the Andamans. It is an oval-shaped reef located in the channel near the Havelock jetty. The depth ranges from 5 meters to 20 meters, and since it has mild to moderate currents, it makes it even more conducive for beginner divers. While jumping from the boat with all our gear definitely freaked me out, but once I did make that jump, I was feeling calm in the waters. We slowly started our descent holding onto the rope that is anchored on the seabed. The most important thing to do is to stay calm and continuously equalize. We use the technique of pinching your nostrils closed and gently blow through your nose while holding onto the physical line to completely control our descent speed. As we completed our descent, we were welcomed by a school of fish. I'm not sure of all the names, but we were told that there are juvenile fusiliers, nappers, and sweetlips. You can also spot well-camouflaged creatures like scorpionfish, crocodile fish, and ghost pipefish, as well as resting stingrays on the sand. We did not get to meet any stingray, but I did see a sea cucumber and also a vibrant lavender color starfish resting on the corals. The special attraction in the Lighthouse dive are the two naturally made, the slope and the wall sites. They are phenomenal sites for certified divers. The slope starts shallow at 4 meters and goes on till 18 meters, while the wall is a dramatic vertical drop-off in the channel between Havelock and Peel Islands and plummets to 55 meters. Let's move on to our second dive. Our second dive was at Tribe Gate, also known as Oval Reef. This is a premier submerged hill dive site located between the marine channels of Havelock Island and John Lawrence Island. It sits roughly 2.5 to 3 kilometers off Govindnagar beach, known for its excellent visibility, calm waters, and low to moderate currents. It is considered one of the best sites in Andaman Islands for beginners, non-swimmers, and student divers like us. We were not only admiring the beauty of aquatic lives around us, but also completing our remaining tasks such as a dive computer and compass handling. The compass test proves you can maintain a straight line underwater, turn around, and return to your starting point without getting lost. PADI training requires all students to use a dive computer or a simulator on every open water dive. Test is an ongoing evaluation of your ability to manage your dive profile safely. During the dive, the instructor will visually check that you are actively monitoring your screen for 3 critical matrices: current depth, staying within the planned depth limit, no stop time remaining, monitoring your no stop time remaining clock so you never enter a decompression obligation. Watching the computer's visual ascent monitor to ensure you do not swim up faster than 18 meters or 60 feet per minute. We also had to pass the controlled emergency swimming ascent CESA task. It is designed to prepare you for a worst case scenario when you completely run out of air and your dive buddy is too far away to help, forcing you to make a controlled solo ascent to the surface. I can't believe I was able to do all these activities successfully. I was so proud of myself. I know it might not seem like a very big deal for most people, but then since I used to be someone who cannot be in a pool which is more than my height without freaking the F out, and that's the same person who today has done scuba dive up to 20 meters and is not panicking and is enjoying and loving this experience. I just loved this transition in me and I'm very proud of myself. And if you guys have watched the video till so far, then I would really love to thank you for that. Thank you for your patience. And it also means that you are also somewhere interested to get open water scuba certified, which you definitely should. And so that you can explore the underwater beauty. And this video is also a reminder of the fact that you can get over your fears if you just put your mind to it. So yeah, this is me telling you that you can also be absolutely certified even if you're super scared of water. So just go and give it a try.
Thank you so much.
Guys, that's Dipesh. He really helped us during our dive. He's our dive instructor and he helped a scaredy cat like me get open water certified.
The next day.
Hi guys, today is our last day of vacation and guess where we are going? This person has cut his wrist. Show it. No, sorry, palm. This person's cut his palm. Show it again.
Don't make it sound like a suicide.
On 10th anniversary. Yeah. And he's not able to figure out where he cut his wrist, palm. I don't know why I keep saying wrist. Yeah, where he cut his palm.
Testing these kind of things.
No. So, there's a lipstick. Ew. Yeah. So, he cannot remember where he cut his palm. So, to make sure that we are not taking any risk, we are going to the hospital, local hospital, to get a tetanus shot. That's a plan for the morning.
But she's waiting for me to cut my wrist.
Shut up. Guys, we have arrived at the government hospital here. It's in the marketplace.